So there's a lot to learn from what happens in the UK, and I don't think it's at all unlikely that there's another election that will happen in the fall. I think from the perspective of overall UK national interest, I mean, look, there needs to be an election. There needs to be a center-left, Labour-led, Jeremy Corbyn-led government. But the UK has had a really rough go of it for the past couple of years. Obviously, Theresa May is hanging on, but she's been revealed to be, even by her own self-definition, a complete failure as a political leader. But who else is on the horizon there? Boris Johnson, sort of comical, tough, far-right bastard who, helped campaign in this incredibly reckless way for Brexit and now presides over foreign policy. And the Conservatives' goal basically seems to be to turn the UK into some type of Singapore situation, slash the social services, be a low tax haven off of Europe. Now, I want to acknowledge, before we play this clip of Owen Jones, who is a prominent progressive UK writer and commentator, and to be really blunt with you, partially through reading Owen, I mean, I saw the poll numbers. I had no doubt that the internal opposition to Jeremy Corbyn and the Labour Party was garbage. I never supported any of the coups against him. But I did watch him in Prime Minister's questions, and he's not good at Prime Minister's questions. The polls look terrible, and I said, look, go out there, vote Corbyn, back Labour. It's a good leader. He's going to campaign on a real manifesto, but it doesn't look good. And everybody that underestimated Jeremy Corbyn as a campaigner, that underestimated him as a public communicator, made a just basic mistake, particularly with young people being willing to turn out, and I think also people's modern political appetites, which is that actually, kind of like with Sanders, for all of the nonsense about Jeremy Corbyn being so radical and this and that, and he actually is pretty radical. He's certainly more radical than Bernie Sanders. He's a normal guy. He's a nice British grandpa type. And that played very well along with a robust and unafraid opposition to austerity, and also, I would say, an honest conversation about terrorism and the role that Western foreign policy plays in it. So we underestimated Jeremy Corbyn, and thank God we did. And this is Owen Jones fessing up to it, and also saying that he should not have listened to the schmuck backbenchers in the Labour Party.
Bit wrong then about Jeremy Corbyn?
Yeah, I campaigned for him to become leader the first time. I voted for him twice, but I thought the polling meant that he couldn't turn it around. I was completely wrong, and I have to say...
You were completely wrong, because, I mean, what's the first piece of legislation that Jeremy Corbyn was going to pass on Monday?
Well,
he's not in government, so you weren't completely wrong. You're being too harsh on yourself.
He's going to be Prime Minister. He's going to end up as leader of a radical Labour government, probably in a space of months, but certainly within the next 2 years. And I have to say, what I did, and this is why I guess I'm frustrated with myself, I spent the last year and a half having Labour MPs and senior commentators telling me that I was partly responsible for the destruction of the British Labour Party. A few weeks ago, a month ago, at an LGBT Awards, a senior Labour MP, in front of a load of journalists and a load of people, wagged their finger in my face and said, "You have helped to destroy the Labour Party, and Labour MPs will lose their seats because of you, and I should never have given them an inch."
He's exactly right. Let's never do that again. Go Corbyn, go Labour, go real progressive politics.
Bernie would have won.
Hashtag Bernie would have won. And by the way, Bernie would have won is not only like the better bet, if I be real judicious about it. Yes, he's way better positioned to win. It's a proactive, affirmative argument for the future. Bernie would have won isn't score settling. It's the map of the future for not only winning, but actually also saving this country and global politics.
It's a cudgel.
It's a cudgel for what's right.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos